First and foremost, I want to give all honor and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakaha, Kodash. Double honors to the elders and apostles of GMS who I learned from. Shalom to the hopeful elect, preaching His word in truth and sincerity. And to you ribs, to you sisters out there, learning in silence and staying in order, I say to you all, Shalom. Right, to the 12 tribes scattered abroad, who we know on this side of the hemisphere as the Latinos, the Hispanics, the Native Americans, and the so-called blacks, right? That includes the Haitians, the Jamaicans, right? And through all the 12 tribes scattered throughout the earth, man, I say to you all, Shalom. Right, as you see in this picture, man, you already know where I'm going with this. Right, we got Alazar from the head chief priest of the Sakari. Right, his nickname is Chief Priest. Chief meaning first or primary chief, priest of his camp. Right, I know a lot of people say that he's chief priest. He calls himself chief priest of Israel, but that's really, he's talking about his own camp. But this is not what it's about, man. This guy is high-minded, right? He's, knowledge puff is up. This is a prime example of that. And sometimes, our pride and our ego, might convolute and clutter and cloud our judgment to a point where we think we're doing the right thing. But realistically, man, it's not, man. This is not it. And I know, how can you not see this, right? How can you not see this as a problem, right? When you put the word spiritual, right, life and coach in one sentence, then you charge, that's a problem, right? Now, if you would have wrote a life coach, right, now that's different. Nobody will have a problem with that, right? But this is folly. You're not gonna mix mammon with Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai, right? In fact, let me get a preset real quick. Right, this is a good example. This is Matthew chapter 22, and I'm gonna start up at verse 15. It says, "Then went the Pharisees," right? Because this guy Alazar is considered a Pharisee in our eyes, right? In my eyes, for sure. A lot of people's eyes, he's considered a Pharisee reincarnate, right? This is the same energy and spirit that they carry, right? So these people here try to, set up Yahweh Shai. It says, "Then went the Pharisees and took counsel how they might entangle him in his talk," right? They're trying to see if they could catch him slipping so they could set him up. Verse 16, "And they sent out unto him their disciples with the Herodians, saying, Master, we know that thou art true and teachest the way of God in truth," right? So they're trying to lullaby him, right? Rock him to sleep. "Neither carest thou for any man, for thou regardest not the person of men. Tell us," right? Because they say you speak the truth, man. You straightforward. You don't try to spare people's feelings, right? "Tell us therefore, what thinkest thou? Is it lawful to give tribute unto Caesar or not?" Right? He's talking about the taxes, because at the time the Romans were occupying Israel and were charging a lot of taxes on the people, which is unlawful for us to do to each other, right? But they're doing it to us, and then we have the Pharisees over here co-signing it. Not co-signing, it's like they wasn't feeling it. So they in low key they wanted to protest. A lot of right, Sakari as a whole. If you look at the history of Sakari, there were zealots, right, of the Lord, but they took matters into their own hands. Right, this is the same type of spirit that these Pharisees had. Right, it says, "Tell us therefore, what thinkest thou? Is it lawful to give tribute unto Caesar or not?" But Yahushua perceived their wickedness and said, Why tempt me, ye hypocrites? Show me the tribute money. Right? So he showed them the coins, like we see here, a quarter. Right? You have the president on one side, and you got the eagle on the other side. They had a similar coins. Right? It says, and they brought unto him a penny. And he said unto them, Who is this image and subscription? And they said unto him, Caesar's. Then said unto him, Render therefore unto Caesar the things which are Caesar's, and unto God the things that are God's. Right? So there's a separation here between money, right? Things that pertain to mammon, and Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh. Right? You can't mix the two, man. There's a clear distinction between the two, man. Right? Then now Yahweh turned the money changers over in the temple because they was making money. Right? A den of thieves, he called it. Spiritual life coach, $500 per month. Like, you got to think about that, man. $500 per month. Right? And it gets you what? It says, retain Guerrilla Hebrew as your life coach. Like, that's not even a professional name. Right? It says, this includes 8 hours of personal counseling sessions per month. That's wild, bro. 8 hours of personal counseling sessions per month. Direct text access for the month as direct text access for the month, and $825 value for only $500. Like, what do you? I don't know where he got these numbers from. Right? Let's say hypothetically. Hypothetically, you have 10 people that subscribe to this at $500 a month, right? That's $5,000 a month for 80 hours. Right? You're gonna be doing the truth, you're gonna be doing the videos, you're gonna be doing camp, you're gonna be, attending your 200 plus members of your camp. It's probably more. And be a life coach. It doesn't make sense, man. Like, there's no way you're gonna give your attention to these people, man. It just sounds like a way to get a ticket, right? Gorilla in the Hebrew, right? What is it? Gorilla and a Hellcat. I don't know what the song is, man. But you trying to get a Hellcat or a Lamborghini or whatever it is. Like, you shouldn't be putting spiritual into this title, man. Life coach, whatever. Everybody leave you the fuck alone. But you're using this truth, man, for everything, man. For your music, right? Sell merchandise for like hats and shirts. Deacon's got a whole university where he's charging people to learn. Like, yo, this is getting bad, man. This is getting bad, man. And I never would have thought that you guys would be on this bullshit. Never would I thought that it will end up this way. And everybody else, everybody in your camp just high fives you and bigs you up. Nobody's there to say anything to you except for what's his name, Maharaka, whatever his name is. He was your friend at one point, and he went on social media to clown this, because it's laughable. This is the man. Don't get me wrong. Maharaka is another one that be doing raps and all this other stuff, man. But even he don't agree with you. See, this is one of his videos. He's posting Summer Heat premieres 7:30. Right, same spirit. This guy's too old for this, to be honest with you, man. The guy's like pushing 50. Let's see, where is this clip here? He posts so much stuff, I don't even know how far he went down, man. But this was recent. So I can bear with me. This guy's... Okay. Where is this thing, man? So I can bear with me. This guy posts every day, I guess. Here it is. Here it is, man. Romans 7:14. We know that the law is spiritual, but I am unspiritual, sold as a slave to sin. And he wrote, spiritual and carnal life coach. Oh man, yeah, you gotta laugh, bro. Cause this guy, he's just clowning this guy, man. They was friends at one point. Like I said, even this guy, draws the line somewhere. It says spiritual and carnal life coach, 52 years experience only. He said he's 52 years old, so I was wrong. He is 52 now. $1,200 a month. Call 314-258 life. Now, look at this. There's people clowning. Retired Social Studies, 2022. What the fuck is this? I don't know why this Christmas stuff is here. Anyways. See, everybody's just laughing at this. These regular people, but I guess I went to the comment section because before when I went, they was going back and forth with each other. It must have gotten heated and got deleted. So, Salaki, I thought there was more for that. Yeah, I don't know, man. Okay. So, yeah. Salaki for all that, man. I was just trying to, make a point. This is Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 15, and verse 12. But they counted our... Whoa. Oh, here it is. Yeah. But they counted our life as a pastime, and our time here a market for a gain, for they counted our life as a pastime, and our time here a market for gain. Right, it's talking about I don't even know why I pulled this precept out. It's talking about the other nations looking at us funny, how they can make money off of us and things of that nature, and they counted our life for night. But this is basically the same thing what he's doing, man. You taking this joke and you acting like everybody else around you is a joke, man, and you just profiting off of them. Different than Gentiles, man, making money off of us. Right? It says, but they counted our life as a pastime and our time here as a market for gain. Right? We're damn cursed, man, together. And you want to take $500 out of the mouths of the people, knowing that we can't even make $500 a week in most instances. You know that in order for you to get an apartment, I know this law is, being fought now, but you can't even get an apartment unless you make, the amount of money that your rent is should be a third of what you make monthly. Right? I live in Massachusetts. It's one the third or fourth highest rent in the United States, right? Like a 1-bedroom will go for like 1,800, right? Minimum wage is, I believe, 16, right? Let's do this, right? Let's say 16 times 40 hours, right? Minimum wage, $6.50 minus tax, right? So you're looking at about like $520. You're taking home, right? Now you got $2,000 a month. $2,000 a month. That's all you're getting, man. That's not including food, your phone bill, if you have a car to get to work. None of that, man. Electricity's high, right? Went up 30% in the last 6 months. Gas is high, right? Your rent would have to be $500 a month for you to just be staying afloat. And you want to take an additional $500 out of somebody like that needs it? You're no different than these other Gentiles, man. For they counted our life a pastime and our time here as a market for gain. Right? You selling your music, your attire, your spiritual counseling, your marriage counseling. Like, it goes on and on. It says, for say they, we must be getting every way, though it be by evil means. Right? You more worried about being Gorilla Hebrew and a Hellcat. I know that you do the truth. You do a lot of free things. I'm not knocking you for that. But you don't got to use this, man, to make money. If you would have just said life coach, you would have been good. Wouldn't even be tripping, bro. But you can't mix these two, man. You can't use the fact that you're a chief priest to your camp and you want to use that image, tie it with the scriptures to try to make a gain out of it. That's problematic. Scriptures say, buy the truth and sell it not. Don't it? Right? Freely we receive, freely we give. Right? Just paraphrasing. Right? This is Proverbs chapter 10, verse 2. Treasures of wickedness profit nothing. Right? Because you're gaining through wickedness, man. It's not going to profit you. The Lord's not going to say, hey, man, right? Big ups, you did the work. Like I said, Yahweh was turning tables over for the same reason, man. Smacking and people with a cord, man. It says, treasures of wickedness profit nothing, but righteousness deliver it from death, man. Right? It's not a righteous thing, man, for you to do these things. And you know what? You're marking yourself. You're marking yourself, and the Lord's not having it. He ain't dealing with you, man. I know you believe it, right? You just got shot up, a few years ago in Seattle. You made it out of there for whatever reason. The Lord's probably saving you for, hellfire or repentance, one of the two. But don't think that's because you got away from that one that you scot free and the Lord's dealing with you. But I'm not gonna drag this out too much, man. I hope this lesson was edifying, man. Don't do these things, right? And I know the people who listen to this or people who have the same ideas, or learn from the elders and apostles, right? I'm not worried about anybody like that. If any new listeners is coming into this truth, listening to multi-camps, man, just know that you should know them by their fruits, man. With that, I want to give all honor and glory to Yahweh, Bahashim Yahushai, Bahashim Rakah HaKodash. Double honors to the elders and apostles of GMS who I learned from. Shalom to the hopeful elect, preaching his word and truth and sincerity. To you ribs, to you sisters out there learning silence and stay in the order, I say to you all, Shalom.